Hi there, my name is Sarah Miller, and for those of you that don't know me, I have two jobs and I have two kids. My first job is I work at Vogue Salon in Petoskey and in Harbor Springs. Pretty soon, only to work in the Harbor Springs location. I also work for Louis A. Hoffman Nursery. I do office management there. And, I don't have a whole lot of time to spend on my makeup and hair because of, having kids and two jobs. So, but I'm just going to show you some easy things that I do and show you the Aveda product line. I love it. It makes my skin look so good. I get compliments all the time. And I also give you some price points on those just so that if you're interested, it can be something that you can go pick up. So I first use the Purifying Cream Cleanser. It's $23. I also alternate that with a exfoliating cleanser. I like their Botanical Kinetics Exfoliating Cream Cleanser. It's $29, but unfortunately I'm out of that right now with everything that's going on. Then I use the toning mist. It just helps to let the moisturizer absorb evenly. And that one is $23 as well. This is the Intense Hydrating Rich Cream. I love, love, love this stuff. This is the professional size, but they have a smaller size, and that runs about $42. It definitely makes a difference using those sort of products. Your skin doesn't feel as dry. It doesn't look, it looks a lot smoother. I also find that doing the exfoliator every other time helps because as we age, we actually need to exfoliate the dead skin off. It helps with wrinkles and stuff like that. A lot of people don't know that. The next thing I move on to is upside down. The Tinted Moisture. I usually put, fingertip size in my hand. I rub it together, rub it all over my face after I've already put the lotion on. And that kind of gives me, I have it on right now, but you can still see through it. So this is something that maybe I might use by itself if I'm going on the boat, because I don't really care if I'm as covered, I want to look more natural, but for a regular everyday or maybe going to the salon, I'm going to wear more makeup than that. Next I'll move on to, I liked their Dual Foundation. I usually use it just kind of in these spots. So, and I'm sorry, the Tinted Moisturizer is $32 and the Dual Foundation is $26. So I just take my little brush and I kind of just get where it needs to be going. So usually I just hit the key points because I am getting more wrinkles. I don't like to put it right here. It seems to cake a little bit in my creases, so I don't tend to put it there. Plus I don't really need it, but I do have some sun damage here. I'll put it on that to kind of cover it up. I'll cover up these pinkish cheeks that I got going on. I was just outside with my kids, so I've got that going on. It doesn't come with a brush, but it does come with this nice little sponge that you can do. So sometimes I'll just kind of pull it down a little bit. And my face is really red from being outside. Okay. So then I move on to, I do a little of the bronzer. I like to actually do this. This one is called Bronze Glow. It's actually a face accent, and that runs $26. And I use Bronze Glow. I actually like to use it kind of somewhat for contouring, so I'll kind of rub it underneath my where my jawbone kind of is, just to kind of give me a little bit of contouring, and then kind of put it all over so that I don't look quite so pale. Don't need a whole lot. In the summer, I'll typically use more because I'm the type of person I'd rather look a little bit more pale and then add on to it than have me be too dark. So, okay, see how you can have just a little bit of contouring here if you kind of put it underneath your jawbone right here. I try not to put it right on my jawbone. I put it kind of in between my cheekbone and my jawbone right here, just to kind of give me a little contouring. Then I move on to the next face accent is Rose Blossom. I have a couple different colors that I like. This runs the same as the bronzer. Let's see, it's $26. So just kind of put some on my cheeks. Do just the apples because that's all I need. Don't get crazy. Okay. Then we move on to the concealer. This is key, especially when you have children and you don't sleep very much. Concealer is $20. I just put a little bit under my eye like this, and this stuff lasts forever. It doesn't take much, and it goes on real creamy, and it really, really covers. So I guess if you have issues with covering up even zits or anything like that, this would also be a very good product for you to use. Okay, moving on. So now I am going to move on to eyeshadow. If I were just going to do a real simple look, maybe if I'm going to the office for my dad, Louis A. Hoffman Nursery, I will just do mascara and eyebrows and then call it a day. And, it takes me less than 10 minutes. But because, let's say I'm going to the salon today, that's what I'm doing now. Okay, so this is the Eye Trio. I love these colors. They're good for my skin tone. They have a variety of different trios that can work for anyone. I personally cannot wear this underneath my eyebrow. It is too dark, so I actually use another one to do underneath my eyebrow. These run $27. So, like, once again, you don't need a whole lot, and you can see, get a whole bunch of color for not a whole lot. I barely dabbed it on there. I clearly get up very early when I have to get ready to go to the salon if I'm going to wear makeup. So I like to kind of do it in the corners, and then usually I'll wipe my brush off, and I kind of use my brush to blend it up so it doesn't look like I just have a line of eyeshadow, because that's never good. And then just kind of blend it forward. Okay, so there we've got kind of like the base of the darker eyeshadow, and then I love this middle color. It's kind of like a pinky red color. It really brings out my eyes. It's got some gold hues in it. Perfect for what I'm doing. I personally am not an eyeliner wearer anymore. I used to. It just takes too much time, so I don't do it. But sometimes I'll put some eyeliner on. So then I've got this single color, which I did not write down how much those are, but they're definitely less than the Eye Trio. And I'm doing Opal. It's a great color. But I definitely wouldn't suggest it for someone that has a cooler skin tone. It's too much of a warm skin tone, but it's nice. It gives you just a kind of a little bit of an accent. I like to put it in the corners a little bit, just to kind of give you that extra pop with your eyes. Okay, and then, okay. I have no idea where I found this brush, but I love it. I use it for my light color, so I use this and put my light color on, and then I use this to kind of blend the line between. I don't know where you would find a brush like this even. I think I found it at Meijer like 10 years ago. So I hold on to that because I love it. Now I'm moving on to mascara. I usually curl my mascara a couple times, or curl my eyelashes, I'm sorry. Okay, and then I use my mascara. This is the mascara. I use Forest Black. They do have a brown, and I think that's the only two colors they have. Mascara runs $20 a tube. I have always been told when I was in school that when you use mascara, you should swish, you should not pump. When you pump, you're shoving air into it, and it's going to make your mascara not last as long. So then I do a little bit of this. Pretty. Okay. Now I'm moving on to, this is the brow definer. I clearly love it, and it's like pretty much gone. I use the light blonde. If you can look, it actually is slanted. So the idea behind this is that you use the point to make the lines, and then you put the flatter part to fill. And then it also comes with this really cool little brush that you can brush your eyebrows with afterwards. So let's see if I can do this just by looking in here, because I know that you guys will want to see how I do this. All of you are like, obviously this is why we're having you watching your makeup tutorial. We want to see how you do it. You don't have to use a lot of pressure with this eye pencil or eyebrow pencil. It is it can get pretty dark really fast, so I always suggest using less pressure. You can always add more color as you go. So using the flat piece to kind of fill my brows in. I try to follow my brows. This is not a product that you want to use necessarily if you have absolutely no eyebrows at all. Kind of just find the spots that it needs to be filled in. Use this cool little thing just to comb it so it looks more like hair than just being filled in. Also get every hair kind of in place as well. There we go. Looks pretty good. Okay, and then I always go back and do one more coat of mascara. It's up to you whether or not you want to do that. I personally like it because it makes my eyelashes look longer. So I'll do one more coat of mascara. I really like to comb it through. Try to get any sort of clumps that happened the first time out. I don't know if I said how much the brow definer. The brow definer is $24. And then I'll do a little bit on the bottom.